just overall, I had a wonderful experience at Wartburg. My teammates became my best friends on campus, and we all hung out. And I think some of my best memories are just, you know, some of the long runs we went on, and just hanging out as a team outside of practice also, and outside of the meets. Coach Johnson and Coach Newsom both played a big role with me being at Wartburg, and set me up with a lot of great memories. Just some of the trips that I was able to take with them to some of the bigger meets that I went to. And I think one of the best experiences I had there was the 2004 Olympic trials. Just Coach Newsom and Johnson just made that trip just a fantastic experience for me, and it was a lot of fun to be able to go there and experience that with them. One of the things that drew me to Wartburg was when Coach Johnson came down to visit me. He brought a chart of all of his athletes and what they had ran in high school, and what he was able to get them to run, and the accomplishments that they had in it. It just made me realize what type of coach he was, that he knew what he was doing, and that he could get me to a level that I wanted to be at. I was kind of an athlete who kind of shot for the stars, and Coach Johnson always kept me level-headed, looking and focusing on what the realistic goals were and I was capable of doing. And he just was very good about not throwing me into everything right away. I know my freshman year, you know, we just kind of went at 40 to 50 miles, you know, a week, and just he progressed my mileage from there. And just each year we set up different goals. We set up, you know, different ways to make our training be able to hit that. But he was always on the hesitant side, where he didn't want me to get injuries and stuff, and wanted to help me develop a long career out of this, not just the 4 years that I was at Wartburg, but to be able to maybe go after this. And just the support he had, just things he would set up my workouts based on. When I ran my PR in the 5K, based off of what the workouts I did, he was 1/10 of a second off of the time that he guessed I was capable to run in that race. And I think just, you know, taking things slowly, he was able to develop me and help me become even better than I thought I was going to be able to be, and accomplish bigger goals than I had even realized going into college. So both my husband and I ran Division III, and we're very, very big believers in the Division III atmosphere and everything. And it just sets athletes up, I think, for big success, because every athlete that goes into Division III, we're not running off a scholarship. We're not doing it for money or to try to keep our scholarships, but we're doing it for the pure love of the sport that we go into. And that was an atmosphere that I really thrived off of, is just being able to run purely because I wanted to run, and accomplishing the goals that I wanted to accomplish, not doing it because I needed to keep my scholarship, or, you know, or doing it for the coach or this or that. But everything was based around what we as athletes want and to develop and to do. And you know, we just feel that the whole atmosphere in Division III is completely about the love for the sport, and that the athletes do it purely because they enjoy the sport, they love the sport, and they want to continue on from after high school. So that's a big reason why my husband's still coaching in Division III, is because he wants to work with athletes who just love the sport and want to continue to be successful. I'm one of 14 kids. My youngest 11 siblings are all adopted from some from the States and some internationally. Growing up in a large family, I absolutely loved it. My family was my biggest support group. They came to a lot of my meets, and they had their Missy fan club shirts on, and just the enjoyment that I had of just always having my brothers and sisters around and just playing with them. And I was quite a bit older than some of them, so I kind of filled in as a role of helping my mom out with them and helping take care of them and everything, which was a lot of fun for me. And for the longest time, until I had my own children, I considered those guys my kids also. So the life that I grew up with was one that I wouldn't change. And you know, we've continued on. My husband and I have adopted now, and we're actually in the process of adopting another. So I think just you know, my parents really showed me what family life was, and how to love and care for for kids and how to take care of them, and that really played a big role in my life. So always having them around to support me. So, they take up most of my time. I stay at home with them, and I love it. So there's definitely some hard days when you're taking care of kids, but I wouldn't change it for a second. So we're also very involved in our church. Our Christian life is very important to us, and just trying to relay that to our kids and help them to develop a relationship with God is kind of what we're striving for also. So, and then I do still run, not as competitively as I used to, but I still run, and I enjoy doing road races and stuff, and hope to accomplish a marathon here at some point. So those are kind of the roles I play now in life. So it's very humbling to me that people consider that. When I was running and competing, I never, thought of it that way. I was just out there doing what I loved doing and trying to accomplish the goals that I had set and everything. And, when people tell me that, it makes me feel good and a huge accomplishment, and I'm very humbled by them thinking that. But it's also, I want them to realize that it wasn't just me who was doing and accomplishing all that. If it wasn't the support from my coaches and them just being knowledgeable and doing the things that they did to help me succeed, I truly believe I wouldn't have accomplished what I had. And I don't think running under a different coach I would have been able to accomplish that. Coach Johnson was such a huge role in my success, and without him I don't know if I would have had all the success that I had. And then also my teammates were huge. I started after my freshman year, I started training with the guys team, and I just didn't know, guys can have a little bit of an ego if, especially with a girl running and training with them. So I didn't know how it was going to go, but they all just jumped in and accepted me as part of them, and treated me as one of the guys, and, just all really helped me out and were very supportive in trying to get me to the next level and trying to get me to succeed. And it's a lot of fun for me to, I end up watching the national meets online, cheering them on and everything. And it's, I didn't have any doubt that Coach Newsom and Johnson and the way they worked together and the way they were building the team when I was there have reached this type of success, because they're both just wonderful coaches. They both have such a love and a passion for the sport, and they make it all about the athletes, and they make it a lot of fun. And so to watch the success that they have both come to has just been so rewarding for me, to watch them be able to reach and accomplish the goals that I knew they were trying to build and to make this team be. And so it's just been a lot of fun to watch that, and it makes you proud to be a part of Wartburg, and to know that that's your school, and to take pride in that, in what they're doing. So.